Yeah, it was like when that final whistle blew, it like almost felt like it shouldn't have happened like that. It was like I felt we totally in control of the second half. I felt like we were on top of Munster. I think they were scrambling to try and keep us out of the try line. But yeah, when that final whistle went, it was trying to hold the tears back, and it was all about like thinking. And I also said it in the circle on the field. I'm extremely proud of what the guys have achieved during the season. It's very disappointing the result tonight, but the guys can hold their head up. They can enjoy each other's company. There's some true friendship that we built throughout the season. Guys that really care for each other. So for me, it's tough to leave this awesome union like this, but the guys can be proud and they can look forward to next season. And I'm going to look forward to playing the Stormers. I know it's going to be a tough game. And I already made an agreement with France.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, I already made an agreement with France and said, gentlemen, so we're going to both play multi-studs and just look after each other on the field. But
you're choosing Declan, mate.
No, I'm proud of the Stormers, and I'm proud to be associated for so many years with such an awesome branding club.
Right, I said in a week when he was waxing lyrical about everything Dobbo had achieved, but when you guys had injuries through the season, it was just as if you guys maybe last season were a little bit lucky in the sense that you didn't get those big injuries. This year you got the big injuries and the setbacks, and you handled it. So I mean that like keeping everything in perspective, the team has done really great, isn't it?
No, 100%. And that just shows the character of this team and the depth we're trying to build, or that Dublin and them try to build is it's a real sense of belonging. So a guy that plays, for instance today, like they were in the warm-up, there was about 5 or 6 guys from the Currie Cup who played a tough game last night against the Lions and then prepared to come through to the stadium to warm up with us. So that just shows the character and that this team has. So for me it was, I think in a year and 2 years from now, the Stormers are going to be able to do that. They're going to have a starting, say, front row, and they're going to have the second tier front row, but those guys will be good enough to replace, or if a guy's tour and then the next week the second guys play just as well and just compete as hard for that starting spot. So I think that's where European rugby it's all about. There's so many games, the season is so long, you need that depth, but what's encouraging is the young guys actually do push through and put their hand up every weekend.
Albert, do you think in a weird way this result, I know it hurts, but for the tournament it's quite a good thing in the sense that it elevates the tournament globally. There's a winner from another hemisphere, and it's such a great occasion out there tonight.
Yeah,
I know you won't feel like that, right?
No, but Munster's got a very powerful, great rugby history, tradition, story. To go and win 5 games, 6 games in a row. Because I think that idea of winning, every team winning at home, like we saw a bit in the Heineken Cup, didn't we? It got quite formulaic. The home team was going to win. So from that point of view, great. Yeah, and I think this occasion, spectacular, absolutely spectacular. And I say last season felt like a local derby that happened to be called the URC. This felt like international. Yeah, so that, I agree with you, Craig. Yeah,
after the last Munster game, you said there were no silver linings. But in that game, you guys were probably sort of unlucky. But in this game, in that first half, it looked at some point that might actually turn out to be a one-sided final. And the players looked down on their feet at one stage. I mean, obviously because of all the tackling they had to do and all that. You must have been really proud of if there's a silver lining. I mean, Stephen spoke of the character. But to come back, I mean, the narrative of the game, if you had won, if you'd hold on at the end, would probably have been your sort of grit. Very much like Munster. I mean, you are similar. I mean, like when you hear that, you are similar when Munster.
Right.
That's why they won, because they had that.
Yeah, and our grit is something we pride ourselves on. Our fights, as I said, like we got dog. But dog, I don't know how you but and you're right. I mean, we had a scrum on I'm going to get the minute wrong. 72. We felt we should have done a certain kicking play down this side to the left. We went the other way. Ended up a kicking thing, ended up with a charge down, ended up with a try, ended the URC. That's simple. You know, if we'd probably gone on the lever and come on this way and put the sort of putter in down this side here, on with Damien Ozassi's left foot, we could have trapped them in their 22 and would have got across the line. You know? So there's probably one thing what you just said now, which was worrying us in the game. I don't think I've seen us looking so tired, and it may have been product of often that is a product of making too many tackles. That Munster physicality. I think that first half, honestly, I thought we were in trouble. Yeah, and the irony was if we were that far from finishing a half 12-12, wasn't it? Which would have been an unfair reflection. The first half Munster was superb. I've never seen our defence under pressure like that in this whole tournament. So maybe that's what made us look tired like we did.
Dobby, you're quite big on giving players opportunities. Obviously, you had two separate squads with Stormers and the province side of the Currie Cup. Now, will the URC players filter down? Obviously, excluding the Park players, the 9 Park players that Russ and Jock named this evening.
Yeah, I think there's a human element to it as well. I know those of you who saw the Currie Cup game last week, we lost 34-12. Hell, they put in a good performance. It was, you get 34-12 and you get 34-12. There was 34-12, if that makes any sense. So I was proud of them. So I think we'll give some guys, you know, the guys like Marcel and Billy haven't had much time. Zassi was injured for a long time, but I'm not going to go and flick and just bump all the Stormers down there now. No. These guys get a nice squad. Some guys have played tonight, some of the French guys, some of those guys have been doing, like Connor and Andre Smith were awesome last night for the Lions. I don't think it's really fair on them. So your season's over, here comes Ruben van Heerden. So it'll be a bit of a mix, but we'll give the Currie Cup a scrap now. But have a go. We probably have to win both our games, Sharks, Griquas and things, and we definitely will give it a go. It was always our plan was to try, we said at the start, didn't we, to scrape into the Currie Cup semi-finals. Our need was tough. The truth is we've been playing URC rugby 3 or 4 weeks longer than some of the other franchises. So, and they've URC'd up, so that is tough. That is tough for us, but we will scrap. But I think, and please, I don't want this to sound wrong, to win the SA Shield, which is the best team home and away, and the local derbies by 15 points. You know, domestically, I feel comfortable where we are, you know, with the South African franchises. But obviously, the Currie Cup's got massive emotion and pride and everything. So we'll give it a go. But it's not going to be at the expense of all those guys who've been fighting. It won't. I'm not going to sit here. It's going to be a mixture. We'll drop something this week and maybe more in the week after. But as I say, like an example would be those 2 locks. You know, Connor going really well there. Is it really fair to see him to say, okay, here's, you know, Marvin Ori or Marvin's in the box, you know, but you know what I mean.
Stephen, one of the tricky, especially in that first half, to navigate Munster's blockers. They were quite, I don't want to say good at it, but they looked to be blocking at every chance they got, either when you were chasing or when you were defending.
Yeah, it's talking technique, like rugby tactics or technically now is going to be difficult for me because, like, to be honest, like it was a bit of a blur. Like I can't remember much of the game. But yeah, it's I think Munster just pitched up today. Like they played like out of their skin to disallow tries. So we were really in trouble that first half. I think, as I've also said, like we came with different energy second half and try and like first half was almost like you felt he got caught up in the moment and Munster just outplayed us, and it could have been completely a different scoreline at halftime and we would have been in deep trouble and chased the game massively. But it was definitely a game of 2 halves today. It was first half scraping, trying to do everything we can to defend our line, almost out on our feet, and then second half I felt we were on top of them and they were scraping and trying to just hold on for dear life. But to be honest, I can't remember much of the tactics or technical stuff from the game. It's a bit of a blur.
Guys, can we have last questions?
The build-up to this year's final was felt a little different.
Yeah.
Did you feel that there's perhaps more burden on you going into this game?
No, it actually felt like they felt pressure, but it was so nice. It was just the occasion and as I say, the ticket sales story and all that. It felt there was pressure from that, but it just felt like it didn't feel a scary one. It just felt like a hell of a nice occasion, and there's that pressure that came with that. I don't think we were gripped by a fear of losing or anything like that. We just wanted to make the people happy, give them a good occasion. Maybe after 5 or 6 at Vasco's, they'll feel better about us. But it didn't feel. No, it was a very special experience for us, Liam. I think that's fair. Is that fair,
it's
Kitsy?
fair.
Lloyd.
Steve, now that it is all over, just your final parting message to the 56,000 who were there today, and I guess the union itself and the people who followed you so closely and passionately for something.
Yeah, no, it's incredible honor. I mean, this union's been absolutely amazing for me. Stormers has been, it's through dark times, through good times. Yeah, for me it's just a massive honor, and just playing in front of 56,000 people tonight was massive, and getting the cheer. I almost cried 10 minutes before the end of the game, just seeing everyone stand up and acknowledging. But yeah, really proud, and if Derby wants me back one day, I'll definitely come back. If it's as an old player or as a guy who just sits on the bench for maybe another guy, just advice or mentor. But yeah, I'm extremely proud of this union, and extremely proud to be part of such an amazing club.
Can you come help bring Brocky through?
Mentor Brocky.
Mentor Brocky.
We've got Ulster at home next season, so we'll hopefully see you soon.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be
Thank you very
different.
much, everyone.
Thanks very much, sir.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next week. Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Thanks for asking.
It's good.
Yeah?